Hello, my wonderful friends. This is Dr. Mandell, and today I want to speak to your heart. If you're over the age of 60, I want you to pause everything and listen closely, because what I'm about to share with you can transform your legs, your mobility, your independence, your life. Now listen closely. If you're over 60 or even in your 50s and you've started noticing that your legs are getting weaker, maybe it's harder to climb stairs, or you're avoiding squatting down, or you just feel like your muscles aren't what they used to be, you are not alone. Millions of seniors around the world are going through this exact experience, but I'm going to tell you something that most doctors unfortunately aren't saying enough. Just because you're aging does not mean you have to lose your muscle. Let me say that again. Muscle loss is not a normal part of aging. It's a common one, yes, but it's not normal, and it is absolutely preventable. You see, when we hit our 30s, our muscle mass slowly starts to decline if we don't do anything about it. By the time we reach 60, this process speeds up. That's called sarcopenia, the age-related loss of skeletal muscle mass and strength. But here's the truth. Your body never forgets how to grow. Your muscles are listening to you every single day. They respond to what you eat, they respond to how you move, and they respond to how you think. If you tell yourself, well, I'm just getting old, this is what happens, then guess what? You're giving your body permission to break down. But if you wake up and say, I'm going to do something about this, I'm going to feed my body what it needs and use my muscles every day, then your body gets the message, I'm still needed, I'm still strong, I still matter. My friends, I've seen people in their 60s, 70s, even their 80s completely rebuild their strength, not just slightly improve. I'm talking full transformations, from barely getting up off the couch to walking without pain, from fearing a fall to climbing stairs confidently, from losing independence to regaining life. It's possible, and it starts with understanding that sarcopenia is not inevitable. Let's dive into the science just a little. Muscle is metabolically active. That means it burns calories, supports your joints, protects your bones, and helps balance blood sugar. But when you don't give it what it needs, when you stop challenging it, or you don't feed it the right nutrition, your body assumes it doesn't need those muscles anymore. So what does it do? It breaks them down. This is especially dangerous for seniors. Why? Because when your leg muscles weaken, your entire foundation collapses, your balance suffers, your walking becomes unstable, you become more prone to falls, and one serious fall can lead to hospitalization, surgery, or worse. But here's the good news. Muscle is plastic. That means it can be molded just like clay. And even in your later years, your body still responds beautifully to the right signals. So what are those signals? Number one, nutrition. Muscles need amino acids to rebuild. That's the building block of protein. When you eat high quality, complete protein, especially at the right times, like first thing in the morning, you're telling your body, preserve and grow muscle. You're giving your body the raw materials it needs to repair the wear and tear of life. Number two, movement. You don't need to lift heavy weights or join a gym. You just need to use your body with intention. Body weight exercises, squats, walking, climbing stairs, resistance bands, chair exercises, even something as simple as standing up and sitting down from a chair 10 times a day. That's strength training. The third signal, mindset. I want you to remember this. Age does not define your strength. Your belief does. When you tell yourself you're too old, your body hears that. When you say, I can't, your muscles listen. But when you say, I will, your body answers that call. I want to share a quick story. I had a patient, a 72-year-old woman named Mary. She came to me after feeling weaker and more tired than ever. She thought her body was just breaking down, and she had accepted it. But I encouraged her to make just a few small changes. Protein every morning, 15 minutes of light resistance exercise daily, stretching and staying hydrated. And most importantly, believing that change was possible. Within 6 weeks, she was stronger, her knees stopped hurting, her energy improved. She said, Dr. Mandell, I finally feel like myself again. That, my friends, is the power of understanding that muscle loss is not your destiny. It's a condition, and conditions can be changed. Let me give you a visual. Think of your muscles like a bank account. Every time you move and eat protein, you're making a deposit. Every time you skip meals, sit all day, or ignore your body's needs, you're making a withdrawal. If your account goes too low, boom, you fall. You fracture a hip, you lose your independence. So let's start making deposits starting today. Start simple. A boiled egg and some Greek yogurt in the morning. Standing leg lifts while brushing your teeth. Getting up every hour and walking for just 2 minutes. Doing calf raises while watching TV. Drinking enough water so your muscles stay hydrated and elastic. And of course, staying positive. Speaking life over your health. Saying, I am strong, I am rebuilding, I am worth this effort. Your muscles are not gone, they're waiting for you to activate them, feed them, use them. And when you do, they will respond, I promise you. And you may not be able to change everything overnight, but you can change something today, and that small change will compound into better balance, more confidence, more energy, and more life. So my message is this: if you're over 60, don't accept muscle loss as your fate. Challenge it, fight it, nourish your body, move your legs, believe in yourself, because your best, strongest days can still be ahead of you if you choose to act now. I want to share something that could become one of the most powerful habits of your entire health journey after 60. In fact, if you apply this one principle starting today, I believe it could dramatically change the strength of your body, your energy levels, and your longevity. Let me ask you this. What did you eat first this morning? Was it toast, coffee? Maybe a glass of juice? Or, and I hear this a lot, maybe you didn't eat anything at all. Now don't feel bad, you're not alone. For decades we've been told all kinds of things about breakfast. Some say it's not that important. Some say skip it altogether. Others say just grab a quick bite and go. But today I want to set the record straight, especially for those of you who are over the age of 60. Because after 60, the rules change. Your metabolism changes. Your muscles become more sensitive to what you do or don't give them. And that first meal of the day, it becomes absolutely essential. Here's what's really going on inside your body. When you sleep, your body goes into a fasted state, usually 7, 8, maybe even 10 hours without food. During that time, your body has been busy repairing, detoxifying, and using up stored energy. But by the time you wake up, your body is in a catabolic state, meaning it's breaking things down. If you don't give it the right fuel first thing in the morning, your body starts looking for alternative sources of energy. And unfortunately, that often means it begins to break down your own muscle tissue. That's right, if you wake up and don't eat, or you grab nothing but a high-carb, low-protein breakfast, you're actually sending a message to your body that it's okay to start consuming its own muscle for fuel. And that's the last thing we want, especially when you're trying to prevent muscle loss, build strength, stay independent, and live a vibrant life as you age. Let's look at the flip side. When you give your body a high-quality source of protein first thing in the morning, something amazing happens. You shift your body from catabolic to anabolic, from breaking down muscle to building and repairing it. Your muscles get the signal, hold on, we've got what we need, let's stay strong, let's grow, let's support this body. That's the power of your first meal. Now, not all food is created equal. The body needs amino acids, particularly an amino acid called leucine, to stimulate something called muscle protein synthesis. This is the biological process where your body takes the protein you eat and uses it to repair and rebuild muscle tissue. And here's the catch. Your muscles become less sensitive to protein as you age. So if you're getting by with 10 grams of protein in your 30s, you might need 25 to 30 grams now just to get the same effect, especially in that first meal of the day. So what does this mean practically? It means starting your day with protein isn't just a nice idea, it's a necessity. It's one of the most critical things you can do to fight off sarcopenia, the age-related muscle loss that causes weakness, poor balance, fatigue, and frailty in millions of older adults. Let me give you some examples of what a muscle-supporting breakfast looks like. A month 3 scrambled eggs with sautéed spinach, a cup of Greek yogurt with chia seeds and berries, a protein smoothie with whey or plant-based protein, almond milk, banana, and a spoon of peanut butter, cottage cheese with flaxseed and a handful of almonds, tofu scramble with veggies and avocado. Even bone broth with collagen protein can be a great start. The key is this: get in 25-30 grams of protein before noon, preferably within an hour of waking up. That way your muscles get the raw materials they need right when they need them most. Now let me address something I hear often. But Dr. Mandell, I'm not hungry in the morning. I understand, but often that lack of appetite is a result of long-standing habits, drinking only coffee, skipping meals, or eating a very carb-heavy breakfast. Here's what I recommend. Start small, add a hard-boiled egg, or have half a protein shake, over time your body will adapt, and pretty soon you'll feel better and stronger when you fuel yourself the right way in the morning. Let me tell you about Robert, a patient of mine in his late 60s. He came in complaining of weakness in his legs and arms. He thought it was just aging. But when we looked at his habits, he was skipping breakfast entirely and then eating most of his calories at night. His muscles were starving for hours every day. We shifted one thing. He started every day with 30 grams of protein. That was it. No fancy supplements, no gym, just a better start to his day. Within 6 weeks, he reported more energy, easier walks, less wobbling, more confidence. That's the power of breakfast. And it's not just about muscles. A protein-rich morning meal also helps stabilize blood sugar, improve mood, reduce cravings later in the day, and even support brain function. Your body and your mind perform better when they have the right fuel. So my friends, I urge you, especially those of you over 60, make your first meal count. This isn't about dieting. This isn't about fads. This is about giving your body the building blocks it desperately needs before it starts breaking down what it's trying to preserve. You've worked hard your whole life. Your legs have carried you through years of experience, joy, pain, and growth. Don't let them waste away simply because no one told you what they needed. They don't need medication. They don't need magic. They need protein first thing in the morning. So tomorrow, before you reach for coffee, before you grab that toast or sugary cereal, stop and ask yourself, what message am I sending my body today? And then answer with love, with strength, and with purpose, because you deserve to be strong. You deserve to stand tall, walk steady, and live fully. And it starts with what's on your plate first thing in the morning. If you're over 60, I want you to lean in and really absorb what I'm about to share with you today, because this one simple shift in your daily nutrition can be the difference between growing older with strength or slowly watching your muscles waste away. Let's talk about protein, real high quality muscle building protein. I know you've heard it before, eat more protein, but what does that actually mean, and why is it so critically important for those of us past 60? You see, as we get older, the body begins to lose its ability to efficiently absorb and use protein. That means your muscles, especially the large ones in your legs, thighs, and glutes, start shrinking unless you're consistently giving your body the right kind and the right amount of protein every single day. Now, I want you to really think about this. Muscle is not just about looking good or staying toned. Muscle is your engine. It's what supports your joints, helps your balance, protects your bones, boosts your metabolism, and keeps your blood sugar stable. When you lose muscle, everything starts to decline: energy, posture, strength, and even your independence. And I want you to hear me clearly when I say this. High quality protein is your #1 defense against that decline. But not just any protein. I'm talking about complete, bioavailable, muscle-preserving protein, the kind that's rich in essential amino acids, especially leucine, the amino acid that literally flips the switch in your body to start repairing and building muscle tissue. Now, many people think they're getting enough protein, but in reality, they're not. You might say, well, I had some beans with lunch, or I had a little milk with my cereal, or there was some chicken in my soup. But here's the truth, that's usually not enough, and the quality often isn't optimal either. After 60, your muscles are more resistant to protein's effects. We call that anabolic resistance. So instead of needing just a little protein like you might have in your 30s or 40s, your body now needs more to get the same muscle building response. That's the part so many people miss. You might be eating protein, but you're not getting the right kind or the right dose to stimulate muscle growth. Let's talk numbers. To stimulate muscle repair and growth, especially after age 60, you need around 25 to 30 grams of high quality protein per meal, not per day, per meal. That's the minimum needed to activate muscle protein synthesis. And what kinds of protein sources deliver that? Let me give you the best ones, the ones I recommend again and again because they work, they're accessible, and they're powerful. #1, eggs. Nature's perfect protein. One large egg has about 6 grams of high quality complete protein. Eat 2 or 3 with your breakfast and you've already made a dent in your daily needs. And don't skip the yolk. It's filled with nutrients like choline and B vitamins that support brain and muscle health. #2, Greek yogurt. Just 1 cup can have 18 to 20 grams of protein, and it's easy to digest. It's also rich in calcium and probiotics to support gut health, which also helps your body absorb nutrients better. Number 3, whey protein. I recommend this one a lot, especially for seniors who struggle to eat enough solid food. Whey is rapidly absorbed and contains all the essential amino acids, including the highest leucine content of any protein. You can add it to a smoothie with almond milk, banana, and a little peanut butter, and you've got a powerhouse breakfast. Number 4, chicken breast, fish, turkey, lean beef. These are complete proteins that deliver what your muscles need in a dense package. Just a 3-4 ounce serving can give you 25 to 30 grams of protein. That's a full muscle building meal right there. Number 5, plant-based options like lentils, quinoa, tofu, tempeh, and chickpeas. While these are excellent for those following a vegetarian or vegan diet, you'll often need a combination of them to make a complete protein and reach that leucine threshold. And let's not forget about collagen peptides. While they're not complete proteins on their own, they're fantastic for supporting tendons, ligaments, joints, and skin health. You can mix them with whey or other proteins to get the full spectrum of benefits. Now, some of you may say, but Dr. Mandell, I'm not that hungry. I can't eat that much. That's okay. You don't have to eat massive meals. What matters most is consistency and quality. Instead of skipping meals or filling up on carbs like toast, cereal, or juice, start your day with protein, then add small, high-protein snacks throughout the day. A boiled egg, a handful of almonds, a slice of turkey, a protein smoothie, cottage cheese, or nut butter. Your goal is to keep a steady supply of amino acids flowing through your bloodstream so your body always has the fuel it needs to repair and preserve your muscle. And I want you to think about this. Every time you eat high quality protein, you're sending a message to your body that says, stay strong, keep building, I'm still active, I still need these muscles. But when you don't give your body protein or you eat empty calorie, sugary snacks, or skip meals, your body hears, we don't need this muscle anymore, let's break it down for energy. That's not what we want. Now remember, this isn't just about food, it's about your freedom, your ability to walk without pain, to get out of a chair without struggling, to pick up your grandkids, to carry groceries, to live on your own terms. And that freedom is powered by muscle, and muscle is built with protein. So I'm asking you today, no matter where you are in your journey, make the decision to put protein at the top of your priority list. Don't wait until your legs are weak. Don't wait until you're told you need a walker or a cane. Don't wait till you're scared to get up out of bed. Start now. Choose foods that fuel your strength. Eat with purpose. Feed your body the way it deserves to be fed. You have the power to rebuild, to recover, to grow. Even in your 60s, 70s, and beyond, it's never too late. And it begins with a small but powerful step, choosing high-quality protein every single day. I'm truly grateful to be with you today because what I'm about to share can absolutely transform your life after 60. And I don't say that lightly. We've talked about how important protein is, the right type of high-quality protein at the right time of day, especially that first meal in the morning. But now I want to tell you something that many people miss, and it's just as critical. Protein without movement is like bricks without a builder. You can have all the raw materials, but unless you're giving your body a reason to use them, that protein won't turn into strong, active muscle. And this is where resistance movements, simple, daily, intentional movements come in. You see, your muscles are like little engines. They're waiting for a signal. When you use them, even lightly, you send that signal, hey, we still need strength here. We still need muscle here. Let's grow. But when you don't move, when you sit too long, lie around, or avoid activity, you send the opposite message. We don't need this anymore, let it go. And that's when muscle begins to disappear, especially in your legs, your thighs, your glutes. These are your power muscles, the ones that support your ability to stand, walk, climb stairs, and stay balanced. So here's what I want you to understand deep in your heart. You don't have to be a bodybuilder. You don't have to lift heavy weights. You don't even need a gym. All you need is your body and a little bit of daily consistency. That's it. Let me explain how this works. When you eat protein, it gives your body amino acids, the building blocks of muscle, but the way to activate those building blocks, the way to switch on the process called muscle protein synthesis is through muscle contraction. You move a muscle, it sends a signal to grow. You feed it protein and it builds. These two things go hand in hand. It's like a light switch. Protein is the power, but movement is the switch. You need both. And here's the best part. You don't need complicated routines. Even light resistance done consistently has profound effects. Let me share a few examples of what you can start doing right now, even in your own home. Chair squats. Stand in front of a sturdy chair, lower yourself down slowly as if you're going to sit, then stand back up. Do this 10-15 times. This strengthens your thighs, hips, and core, all the muscles that keep you walking tall. Wall push-ups. Stand an arm's length from a wall, place your hands on the wall, and gently bend your elbows to bring your chest toward it, then push back. Great for your arms, shoulders, and chest. Calf raises while standing near a counter or a chair for balance. Lift your heels off the ground and stand on your toes. Hold for a second, then lower. This helps strengthen the calves and improve balance. Leg extensions. While sitting in a chair, slowly extend one leg straight. Hold it for a few seconds, then lower it. Switch legs. This targets the quadriceps, which are vital for walking and standing. Heel to toe walk. Take 10 steps in a straight line, placing the heel of one foot directly in front of the toes of the other foot. This simple drill strengthens the feet, ankles, and improves coordination and balance. Now, I know what some of you may be thinking, but Dr. Mandell, my knees hurt. I feel stiff. I'm afraid of falling. And I hear you. I truly do. That's why we start small, we go slow, we stay safe. And we remember, motion is lotion. When you move your joints, your muscles, your ligaments, even just a little bit, you increase circulation, you bring oxygen, nutrients, and healing power to those areas. And over time, guess what happens? Pain decreases, strength increases, confidence returns. And when you pair these movements with high-quality protein, your body has everything it needs to repair, grow, and protect your muscles. Let me share a quick story with you. I had a gentleman named Harold come see me, 68 years old, retired, very kind man. He told me he was tired of feeling weak. He said, Dr. Mandell, I used to be strong, but lately my legs feel like noodles. And I told him, Harold, your muscles aren't gone. They're just waiting for you to wake them up. So we started simple, a protein-rich breakfast with 30 grams of protein and 15 minutes of gentle resistance movements each morning. Nothing intense, just consistency. Within 3 weeks, he could stand up from a chair with ease. He started walking longer distances. He smiled more. And most of all, he believed in himself again. You see, my friends, it's never too late. Never. Your muscles are waiting. They're listening. They want to grow. But you must feed them and you must use them. It doesn't take hours. It doesn't take pain. It takes daily action, just a few minutes in the morning, in the afternoon, or before bed. And I promise, if you stay consistent, you will feel stronger, you will walk steadier, you will regain your power. This combination, protein and movement, is your natural, powerful prescription. No pills, no side effects, just your body doing what it was designed to do. Your independence, your energy, your freedom, it all starts here. It's in your hands. And it begins with something as simple as doing a few squats in your kitchen and feeding your muscles a good breakfast. I want you to commit to this starting today, not next week, not when you feel better. Today, wake up, feed your muscles, and move your body. Repeat that every day, and you will be amazed by what happens. And remember, you are strong. You are capable, and your best years can still be ahead of you if you choose to take care of your body now. Today I want to speak from the heart because I know many of you feel discouraged, tired, or maybe even defeated when it comes to your health, your body, and your strength as you age. If you're over 60, you may feel like things are slowing down. You may notice your muscles are weaker, your legs get tired faster, and movements that were once easy now feel heavy or difficult. And I want to tell you something, not only is that normal, it's also changeable. That's right, just because it's common doesn't mean it's permanent. So please listen closely to this message. You don't need massive change. You don't need to do everything at once. You just need one